So, let's talk about the Golden Globes. I just wanted to explore a couple of the big upsets of the evening and what it can mean for the Oscar race. And of course, what upset was bigger than Aaron Taylor Johnson? He came out of seemingly nowhere to win the Best Supporting Actor award for Nocturnal Animals. Of course, the Hollywood Foreign Press Association really liked this movie, also giving it nominations for Best Director and Best Screenplay for Tom Ford. What does this win actually mean for the Oscars? It probably means that Aaron Taylor Johnson's getting a nomination this year, even though Nocturnal Animals kind of underwhelmed with most. The last time that a supporting actor winner at the Golden Globes was not nominated at the Academy Awards was Richard Benjamin for The Sunshine Boys, and that film came out in 1975, so you're talking about more than 40 years. There is precedent, of course, with this, but such precedent isn't what I would really go on because it is a difference of about 40 years. So, Academy Award nominee Aaron Taylor Johnson, here we come, I guess. Then, there's Isabelle Huppert winning for Elle, Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama. This was a surprise, of course not as much as Aaron Taylor Johnson, but if anyone was going to beat Natalie Portman, I really did expect it to be Amy Adams. Now, Isabelle Huppert is also the big critics' favorite, having won the National Society of Film Critics Award, the New York Film Critics Circle Award, and the Los Angeles Film Critics Association Award, excuse me. Of course, there was somebody who won all three of those awards and won a Golden Globe for Best Lead Actress and did not get in at the Academy Awards. And that was Sally Hawkins for Happy Go Lucky in 2008. The film from Mike Leigh also won her the Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Motion Picture Comedy or Musical. She won the New York Film Critics Circle Award, the Los Angeles Film Critics Association Award, and the National Society of Film Critics Award for Best Lead Actress, and did not get in at the Oscars. But just because there's precedent doesn't necessarily mean it all lines up equally. Hawkins won as a comedy musical actress, and the film was a lot lighter. Isabelle Huppert also has overdue status to her credit, where Hawkins really didn't at the time that Happy Go Lucky took off. So even though Happy Go Lucky did have extra support, ending up with a Best Original Screenplay nomination at the Oscars, I think Isabelle Huppert is in a much better position to get an Oscar nomination than Hawkins was in 2008. But does this mean that she will get the nomination? Well, there are only two actresses who won the Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama whose performances did not get in for the Academy Award in the same category. The first is Shirley MacLaine for Madame Suzatska, but she also tied Sigourney Weaver for Gorillas in the Mist and Jodie Foster for The Accused, the latter of whom ended up winning the Academy Award. So it was a three-way tie, and this also was in 1988. The second time was in 2008 when Kate Winslet won the award for Revolutionary Road. Of course, there's also a little bit of a unique circumstance because she got in at the Academy Awards in the Best Lead Actress race for another film, The Reader. Now, there were campaigning issues with category placement and such because she had two really strong performances in the same year. She was officially campaigned in lead for The Reader, but she personally opted to go supporting for that because Revolutionary Road was a film directed by her then husband, Sam Mendes. So with both of these perceived snubs, there were very unique circumstances. With Isabelle Huppert, there's really not one. So, congrats on your first Oscar nomination, Isabelle Huppert. Is that something we'll be saying later this month? Probably. And then, this isn't referring to an actual category, but more so the overall turnout. La La Land won 7 Golden Globes last night, and that is more than any other film in the history of the Golden Globes. Now, nothing is over until it's over, of course. We saw that with movies like The Social Network taking the Golden Globe and everybody saying, oh, it's over, The King's Speech is definitely not going to win, because that's the kind of movie that the Globes would usually opt for over The Social Network. But look what happened. But La La Land does look like the one to beat at this point. I'm not sure that there's a really strong reason to deny that. Of course, the big moment of the evening was Meryl Streep's acceptance of the Cecil B. DeMille Award. Instead of talking about movies for the most part, she decided to talk about politics. And it was an incredible speech. Considering recent events, it's not the worst idea. So, what did you think about the Golden Globes? Let me know in the comments or on Twitter at 202Chicago. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!